Well, that just sums up our season, doesn't it? That literally just sums up our season. Uh, I've had to take a little bit of time to not come to terms with it, but just to know what to say, really. Um, Colchester United ran out really a comfortable 2-0 winners um, against a man side that, like I said, are limping towards safety. We're not doing our job, but I say this due to the fact that it is going to be this, isn't it? We're going to stay up through other people doing our job for us, and all season, this is all season, we haven't been able to put two wins together all season, and it's like, are we lucky to be in probably be in League Two altogether? Because honest to God, if Sutton or Forest Green were marginally better than what they are, we'd be down. And what can I say about the game? We did okay until we got just in front of the halfway line, just into their half. Then we seemed to lose to know what to do next. It was kind of... It took 81 minutes to get a shot on target or a shot of any real thought. And it's like, this is two away defeats on the bounce against two sides that really we should be getting stuff from. And it's just like thinking the mentality of this squad is horrible. It's horrendous. We look, like I said, we looked threatening in certain parts when we got just over the halfway line. Into their half after that, we lost the plot. We literally lost the plot, and Colchester took the lead after just 5 minutes when Tom Hopper coasted through our midfield and defence, and it was just like a knife through butter, and it was just going to be one of those nights, and we tried to get our play going, our performance going, and it was just like, no. Like I said, we tried to put a good few passes together and tried to get a few moves together. One thing that has been absolutely atrocious all season and was also prominent in this game was our set pieces and our crossing. They were awful. What in the world are you giving the forward players or defenders chance to attack? Nothing. Some of the crosses and set pieces aren't even getting past the first men. It's like, honest to God, I don't know how lucky, or I don't think we realise how lucky we are to possibly still be in League Two. Because if Sutton or Forest Green were just marginally better, we wouldn't be in League Two. That's a double that Colchester have done over us this season. And then, no surprise, because John Akinde likes scoring, and he did on 79 minutes to seal it. He volleyed from just the corner of the box. He chipped it over Eastwood's head and went in for 2-0. I would talk more about the game in general, but if I'm completely honest, Once we got past the halfway line, we had nothing, and if we did, we didn't put their goalie under any pressure at all. Uh, it's just been like a quintessential, typical Grimsby Town game this season. You know, look threatening when you get to a certain area, and then don't really trouble their goalkeeper with shots or anything. You know, it's not taking our men on enough to make them have to defend. Really, the team that was played, I'll take you through that quick. Jake Eastwood was in goal. Back there, David Malarkey, Doug Tarman, Harvey Rogers, Liam Smith, Curtis Thompson, Kieran Green, Charles Vernon, Harry Clifton, Justin Nabiquo, Donovan Wilson. And we did make a couple of subs. Wood was brought on and Aboisa was brought on. And I have to admit, Aboisa looked like he didn't want to be involved. Even Ian Miller, who was the expert summariser on Humberside, was saying the same. He looked like he didn't want to be there. He looked like he really wasn't bothered. It makes you wonder about the lads' mentalities this year, to be completely honest, because, you know, we get a great win over at Crewe, and then we don't back it up. We back it up with, from an attacking standpoint, dross. You know, and defensively too easy to play against again. And you know, it's the second away game in a row where we drew a blank. Like I said, this year isn't about attack as such, although it kind of shows you how much we miss Danny Rose. It's, you know, just Nabiquo, he tried, but he tried to keep the ball and, you know, have the ball stick to him. But sometimes I'm thinking, I watched the game and I thought, do these players actually have an understanding of each other? Because there's times when, you know, passes were made and runs, like there was a pass made by Harry Clifton in the second half towards Donovan Wilson, and Wilson and him just weren't on the same wavelength. It just feels like they don't know who. It's like they don't know each other. And tonight felt like it. You know, the game felt like it was a bunch of players that don't know each other, compared to Saturday when players did great, but then it made you wonder, have Crewe semi kind of switched off? Because it's funny, when a team switches on against Grimsby, they do that. You know, you've only got to be half decent against Grimsby and you'll get a result. And Colchester wanted it more than us. And I know that I had a comment on my preview going, it doesn't really matter if we lose, or, you know. Yes, it does, because it's situations like that as a Grimsby Town fan this season is, we need to realise how lucky we are to, we'll probably only stay up this weekend by Sutton not winning. You know, and it feels like that. I mean, the only thing you know for is that Sutton are on holiday. Not Sutton, Swindon are on holiday. Because if they turn up anything like Colchester did, they'll wipe the floor with us. But because teams do that, when teams want to win a game of football and they've got Grimsby and they want to win it or need to win it, they win it. Colchester wanted that win Tuesday night. They wanted that win tonight. We didn't. Maybe like a lot of some of our fan base has gone. Well, we're safe anyway. And when people say that these games that don't mean anything, no wonder, but it means a lot. We wanted to end the season on a high. I wanted to finish the last 3 games unbeaten at the very least, and we lose to a team again that is around us. And we talk about we've done the double over Salford. Well, Colchester have done the double over us, but actually we tried harder in the home fixture. It's to me. I can't wait to the end of the season because my review of this is going to be damning, and I'm not gonna lie to anybody. It's going to be damning when I do talk about the season because this season's been laughable. Again, how bad we actually are, and I think maybe because Crewe knew or pretty well near close to getting a playoff place, they probably didn't need to try very hard, and they didn't because even their manager said they were appalling. We were better than them, because we needed a result, and we wanted it more. Tonight was the opposite way round. Colchester needed the result. Colchester needed the result, and they got it. And us as Grimsby fans, we know what John Akinde can do. The amount of times over the last 10 years we've met John Akinde, and the amount of times he's come back and been a pain in our ass. And I'm sat there watching the game going, why do I do this to myself? It's the ease in which we're beaten, which I can't understand this season. It's not the fact that you lose, because like I said, anybody can lose games. But I can't say anyone played well tonight. Nobody did. It was, this season, it was typical Grimsby. Typical Grimsby, poor Grimsby, and we're only going to stay up because the only way we're going to stay up is basically, we don't need to win now. For the remainder of the next 2 games, we don't need to win. To be honest, all we need to really do is hope Sutton don't win on Saturday. If Sutton don't win on Saturday, we're safe. If people want to look at it like that and be blasé about it, we don't need to. We can lose the next 2 games as long as Sutton lose their next 2. Because if Sutton drop points on Saturday, we're fine. Whether we lose 3-4-0, as long as Sutton lose on Saturday, we're fine. And guess what? That is what I feel it's going to come down to. It's not going to come down to Grimsby are going to do it, because we've played 2 teams away in the last week and we haven't scored in either of them. We haven't looked like scoring in them either. The closest, we had a couple of chances, yes, but not enough, I don't think. But all I can sum the season up is I don't feel the lads want it. I don't feel that. We've only won a run of 1 game during this season. We have not put 2 wins together all season. And has the form been marginally better since the new year? Yes. The league position's no better than what it was back in October. David Artell came in and we were 21st. We're now into the last 2 games of the season and we're still 21st. And it looks like if we do stay up, we'll be staying up by Sutton not winning. I've got this feeling that even if we win on Saturday, it's going to be such a... We're going into a game, this is what I mean, we're going to a game against Sutton where it could already have been sealed. You know, done, dusted, sealed. We're going into a game now where we don't need the result, and this is what worries me. We don't need the result Saturday. We don't need the result. And because of that, are we going to come out lacklustre? Because we don't need a result Saturday. Sutton do. So does that mean that the lads are going to be like that? Probably threatening until we get past the halfway line. And then forget what to do or forget how to link up with each other and create next to nothing. Because I can almost be certain Sutton are going to give everything they've got Saturday. Because for them it's win or bust. Because if they don't win, they can't stay up. If they don't win. You know, the only way we're going to stay up is if Sutton don't win. But we've got one more game at home. Win it. Simple as that. Win it. But I don't think we can. I hope we can. But it's like they just don't seem to be like I said, I used this term a few weeks ago, sleepwalking towards relegation, or in a way we're sleepwalking towards safety. We're going to be safe by the fact Sutton don't win both of their games. They drop any points at the weekend, we're safe. Doesn't matter what we do. So why should the lads turn up? They have to get a fire in the belly going, we've got to be more clinical. But Artell has been saying that ages, we've got to be more clinical. We've got to be more clinical. There's a reason why we've only won one game in 2024 away, and why we've only won 2 games away from home all season. That game tonight was proof as to why we've only done it. And I just want this season to be over now. And I'm not going to hope for Grimsby to win the game on Saturday. I'm going to just hope that Sutton don't get 3 points on Saturday. Because that's more likely to happen than us do it. You know, it's we put ourselves in goal difference territory. There's now an 8-goal gap. Right? An 8-goal gap. It's doable because we've only got to lose by a couple of goals. They've only got to win by a few goals. And you never know. But I just can't think of any positives from anybody tonight. It's just typical Grimsby 23-24. We get a good win against somebody like Crewe. It feels like we did earlier in October, wasn't it? We got that great win against Barrow, and then we went and played Colchester and lost. It's funny that, isn't it? We got a win against, and now we've got a win against Crewe. It's funny, isn't it? How Crewe we've done the double over, and Colchester we've had the double done on us. But it's just funny how you can beat a team like Barrow and then beat a team like Crewe, and then play a team in and around ourselves, and then barely turn up. No one was at it. I'm like, were they trying? Of course they were trying, but not good enough. And it wouldn't surprise me if we finished this season, in all honesty, third bottom. In fact, I'm going to say it, we'll finish third bottom. Because I just don't. I see Colchester winning their game in hand even. And I'm not hopeful of. I may change my mind when I do the preview, but I'm not hopeful of a win Saturday. Not a win Saturday anyway. Definitely not hopeful of that. But it's just. I've covered Grimsby all season this season, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it, and I want you guys' views on this. Yeah, people with 1 win, 1 loss, 1 loss, 1 win, 2 losses, 1 draw. That's our season, isn't it? 10 wins all season out of 44. There's just no positives you can take from this season, apart from Curtis Thompson, who since he's come in has been solid. Doug Tarm has been solid. Jake Eastwood has been really solid since he's come in. And I'm going to give Justin Mbiku a bit of credit. He's a young lad and he really does, bust a gut to do something. But you can also tell that, he's taking people on, but I don't know about his awareness of things. I think that still needs to be worked on. He's only 19. We can't go all in on a 19-year-old lad who's on loan from Coventry. It's the seasoned pros in this side, and there's a reason why we're fourth bottom. Because we're not very good. We're just not very good. We still haven't backed up a win again. And when we have, again, we lose by 2 goals. It happens, but it's like, this is a team around us and we can't get the job done. At Harrogate last week, it was a poor Harrogate side. And when it comes against Grimsby, if you half turn up, you're guaranteed to get a result. Crewe didn't turn up last Saturday. That's why we won. Crewe didn't turn up Saturday. Colchester tonight had something to play for, or knew they needed a result, and they turned up, and we didn't. We might have played similar to how we played against Crewe. Difference is, they wanted it more than we did. If you were at Colchester, let me know what you thought. My closing thoughts are this. If we stay up, it'll be because Sutton don't win. Because the only pleasing thing is, we can lose the next 2 games. Sutton have got to win both of their next 2 games. They drop any points and we're safe. I'm disappointed in the fact that we played so well against Crewe and we delivered that against Colchester. Well, that's what would have happened had we not beaten Crewe? Could that Crewe result be the result that saves us? Probably. But again, it's down to Sutton not winning, really, because we don't need to play the next two games. Actually, I mean that's how blasé we could be about it. I mean, we will play them. Obviously, we've got to play them, but Grimsby don't have to play any of the next two games. But it feels like it's down to Sutton whether we stay up, not us. Because where we're looking in the fixture that we've got, guys, now we'll wind up after this, is that Swindon aren't playing for anything. That might be what goes in our favour. Swindon aren't playing for anything. Sutton will be playing for their lives, though. You know, and it's we can't even get a draw against the team around us. We've got to go to the second to last game to get our safety confirmed. And actually know that as long as it stays 0-0 and Sutton don't win, we're safe anyway. I don't know if I'm happy about this or whether I'm more disgusted in it. But if you did go to the game, please leave your comments down below. I'm probably going to get some remarks going, well, we're safe, it's fine. You can't beat a team just directly above you. One of the worst teams in the league this season has beaten us twice. On paper. You know, we're able to get a result against the top side and then lose to a bottom side like ours. It's just, like I said, if you're at the game, leave your comments and let me know what you think down below. Also, social media, and let me know what you guys think. And, you know, I'll be there Saturday. Of course, I will bring on the boys, but I just got a feeling it's all down to Sutton whether we stay up. It's not down to us. It's down to Sutton whether we stay up or not. Because if Sutton don't win, we're up anyway. We stay up, and that'll be by default. That's the way I look at it. Grimsby Town will stay up in League 2 this season by default. It won't be by what we're doing. It'll be by default. So let me know what you guys honestly think on social media as well. Please do like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button. That'll let you know when I upload the preview and other videos coming up. And I'm just going to use that as the finish. Our survival is actually in Sutton's hands. It's not in ours. Because it makes me wonder whether Town can do it on our own backs. I don't think we can. But leave your comments down below. I know people will be saying blasé and we've done enough. I can't accept losing to a team directly above us. Hardly having their goalkeeper do anything, save anything. Yeah, played decent football through the middle, but didn't really do anything, and be carved open as easy as we did. I can't accept that as a defeat, but 2-0 is what it was. Let me know down below what you thought. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell button. Keep that great support going, and I'll see you for, you know, maybe the game that finally finishes the job. That's Sutton's game then, isn't it? Anyway, I'll see you guys for the Swindon preview. And let's see if we can get better than what we got against Colchester. We'll see. I'll see you guys soon. Ta-da.